What if the greatest civilization in human history wasn't Atlantis, but Hyperborea, a land beyond the north wind, where giants of wisdom and unimaginable knowledge once thrived? Ancient myths, suppressed texts, and even fragments of esoteric teachings all whisper the same shocking possibility. Hyperborea wasn't a myth, it may have been real. And what if humanity's true origins are tied to it? Stay with me, because this story could rewrite everything you thought you knew about history. The name Hyperborea comes from Greek mythology, describing a legendary realm located far beyond the north wind, Boreas. This mysterious land was said to be bathed in eternal sunlight, a paradise untouched by war or suffering, inhabited by beings who lived in harmony with nature and possessed knowledge of the cosmos. But what if this wasn't just mythology? What if Hyperborea was an advanced civilization, one that has been deliberately erased from mainstream history? From the writings of Herodotus, Pindar, and Pliny the Elder, to esoteric traditions preserved by mystery schools, Hyperborea has surfaced again and again as something more than legend. The investigation. 1. Ancient texts and testimonies. Greek historians wrote of the Hyperboreans sending sacred gifts to Delphi, suggesting cultural exchanges with Greece itself. Even Apollo, the god of light, was believed to retreat annually to Hyperborea, hinting at a spiritual and cosmic connection. But here's where it gets deeper. Helena Blavatsky and the theosophical teachings of the 19th century described Hyperborea as the home of the second root race of humanity, a phase of evolution where beings were larger, more ethereal, and closer to the divine. 2. The Northern Connection. Clues point toward the far north, possibly the Arctic, Siberia, or even Greenland before it was covered in ice. Ancient maps like the Mercator map of 1569 depict a vast northern continent split into 4 lands with a magnetic mountain at its center. Could this be a distorted memory of Hyperborea? Even indigenous Siberian and Arctic myths speak of a Golden Age land to the north, where their ancestors came from. Were these stories remnants of a real homeland? 3. Esoteric and hidden knowledge. Mystery schools suggest Hyperborea was not just physical but multidimensional. It may have existed in a higher vibrational frequency, partly overlapping with our world, partly hidden from it. This explains why mainstream archaeology finds little trace, yet ancient traditions across cultures remember it. Some teachings say Hyperborea collapsed when Earth's axis shifted, tilting the planet and burying their homeland under ice. Others suggest their knowledge was deliberately hidden, waiting for a time when humanity could awaken to higher truths. 4. Hyperborea and the Great Suppression. Here's the unsettling part. Many esoteric scholars believe Hyperborea has been systematically suppressed. Why? Because its existence challenges the mainstream narrative that humanity only began civilization 6,000 years ago in Mesopotamia. Hyperborea suggests that advanced cultures, spiritual, technological, and cosmological, existed long before, and their wisdom could empower humanity beyond control. Even Nazi Germany became obsessed with Hyperborea, sending expeditions to Tibet and the Arctic in search of traces. But rather than uncovering truth, such pursuits twisted the legend for darker purposes, further burying its authentic history. Here's the revelation. What if Hyperborea was not destroyed, but simply hidden? Ancient mystery schools whisper that the Hyperboreans ascended into a higher realm, leaving behind fragments of their knowledge encoded in myths, sacred geometry, and even our DNA. Could this be why we have sudden leaps in human evolution, bursts of inspiration, and inexplicable genius throughout history? What if the Hyperborean consciousness is still guiding humanity toward awakening? So was Hyperborea a myth spun by poets? A real civilization erased from the record? Or an interdimensional realm waiting to be rediscovered when humanity is ready? The truth may lie in all 3. What do you believe? Was Hyperborea our forgotten past or our hidden future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this mystery is far from solved,